Hello and welcome to my Thursday video. I must shamelessly plug myself since I'm my own sponsor. I have these longer videos every Thursday and shorter review videos every Tuesday and Friday. If you'd like to support, please follow and like and subscribe, or not. The view helps. I also have other ways you can support the show in the description below. Thank you. Now, I'm very late on these if you want to include the original Turtle and Shredder 4-packs that came out. But now, we're getting a generous amount of characters from this line and fast. I don't think anyone saw Savini Romero coming at all, and we recently got announced Leatherhead, Rat King, and Baxter Stockman. I have also seen pictures of the new U-Troms and repainted April O'Neil floating around. I'm not sure how reliable these are since I haven't really seen anyone talk about them, but if it is true, I hope I'm the first to tell you, and if it's false, well, there's the unsubscribe button. I'm so sorry. I would argue that this is one of the best comic lines out there. However, some of you will understandably dislike the approach NECA has with some of these figures. I know I certainly do. The most aggravating part about this has to be the IDW recoloring. Some of these I personally don't mind too much, but it would be an easier fix for some of these if they didn't affect the whole mold entirely. Specifically, Triceratops. Now I took his tail off for ease of view, I guess. Now I went over him in a shorter video, but I'll bring him up again here. He does need a sleeve. Now the Eastman drawing breaks that illusion, sure, but I also think that he wouldn't have this emblem tattooed on his shoulder. This wouldn't have been as big of a deal, but since the recoloring affects the mold, it is. Other than that, this would have been an easy figure to fix. The eyes white out, paint the symbol yellow, and paint the horns orange if you want, but that would be my preference though. Let's move to Shredder and the Foot Ninja again. Again, not bad figures. Old molds, but not bad figures. I honestly like the color blue that IDW chose for this. I wouldn't have minded even more if he was only one color this way. Now, I'm not trying to defend IDW's lazy recoloring. No, I just really like this blue and the silver accents, and for a better lack of words, I think he looks pretty sharp. Gotcha. Where Zog is probably the better looking one with a recoloring, Shredder isn't too bad. Of course, he looks even better next to the Foot Ninja. That's solely due to the incredible amount of shading that comes on this figure. I think it just makes him look so much better. A minimal amount of shading, I'm guessing traded for all the incredible accessories that he comes with. All things considering, still a great deal for about $40. Shredder costs the same, and doesn't come with much at all. He just seems like a, well, you missed the other ones, so here's this one type figure. The thing is, this is a for sure that's been readily available. The others have been hard to find exclusives. I believe this one might still be a Target exclusive, which is a bigger problem with this line than the colors. Loot Crate, major grocery stores, all lands for scalpers. In a perfect world, this is what I would suggest to really any toy company or action figure company. Take a note from how companies work with local skate shops, and take those exclusives to local comic shops and local toy shops, where the licenses are a little more respected, and you can support your community, and maybe weed out the scalpers. Don't have a comic shop near you? Here's a list of online websites. Just a suggestion. Splinter isn't bad at all, probably because we're used to seeing him in this gi. I want to recolor him though. You can see where I started to bleach and see how the process can go. Obviously, it's coming out more pink, but there's a yellow dye right there. I want to get to as close as I can to this comic book accuracy. So for now, let's see what I can do. So my plan is filling this porcelain dish full of bleach, letting this guy soak in there for a little bit. Then after so, I'm going to take what I have, which is some yellow acrylic ink. I'll probably water this down and try to bleach this out and get that yellow color that I want. That isn't exactly it. I'm going to want it a little lighter, but I'm thinking for highlights, maybe give it Well, some lighter tones, maybe let this yellow be a mid-tone, but I'm gonna see what I can do with this. Now, during this process, I had about 3 different ideas run through my head. What I landed with was using a burnt sienna, a little watered down, for all the edges. It holds some reddish orange tones and maybe give it more of that comic book accuracy. Alright, and it's been about 10 minutes now, and as you can see, it is looking a lot closer to that color that I want, that Mirage color. Now, so I don't get high, of course, I'm going to go open this in my bathroom, wash this off, and take a look how this looks. And here it is, right after all that bleach, all clean. I like this color a lot. I'm still going to do some brown wash to it, of course. But man, that is the color I wanted. And all you had to do is bleach the gi. So I'm going to use this cheap, very cheap burnt sienna color. Let's see if I can get just some darker tones on these edges. You know, kind of blend in that brown right there. I gotta wait for this dry, but I'll be back with the results. And there he is, all dry. All I did was add some burnt sienna and bleach the coat. This is a really easy fix, and I'm really happy about how he turned out, even just doing it myself, because I don't trust myself that much, and I'm kind of amazed I did it to a point where I like it. Should point out, I did have some ripping in the stitching happen while I was doing this. I'm not sure when it happened. I'm guessing it was during the bleaching, but this is really a easy fix, guys, and pretty satisfying once you do it. Even just bleaching, you don't even have to add the brown or the burnt sienna that I added. I think it looks great just being bleached out for about 10 minutes. And just wash it out real quick. That's all you need to do. Utram is definitely one of my favorites. Probably one of the easier ones to find. They look incredible. If you wanted something that resembled more to Mirage Utram, I would say maybe give him a dark purple wash. I'm not sure how I would. This might be a job for my friend over at Decent Customs, along with all these others. Cheers, buddy. I'll be reviewing him more tomorrow, though. Last but certainly not least, the updated Turtle 4-pack. Another one I haven't fully reviewed yet, but there's a few things I'd like to point out. I love the execution on these. Sure, it's easy when all the figures are essentially the same, but I mean, they do still have different belt types and different weapons and different faces at least, and that's about all I need. All of their right knowledge pops out like rafts, so you can really take this banner's accessory and put it on anyone you want. Now, there's not much room for mistakes for these, but mishaps and shortcuts, yes. Short-handed is the term I would like to use for NECA. There are no ink lines on any of their hands. But since I'm talking about hands, I also need to point out that other than the vandal damage on Shredder, the Loot Crate Shredder hands are blue, and not this flesh color, which is a little more accurate to the IDW version. I love these turtles, and I really like the Mezco ones we saw at San Diego Comic-Con. But this Jim Lawson version personally beat any other turtles out there. It's classic, and was a staple of who the turtles were for a long, long time. We see that changing now more and more, where recently each turtle becoming more and more individual, and that's fine. We still have incredible stories coming from Eastman and his devoted team at IDW for all of us older turtle fans, and new versions for, well, anyone. The turtles have always been for anyone. Anyone who has ever daydreamed about fighting ninjas or helping out an alien race or eating pizza. It's a step away from reality, and it's such a bummer these are so hard to find right now. I have been seeing these pop up a little more often. Just keep checking those Target apps, and that goes for most of these guys. They will come around. Just keep an eye out. Alright, and that about does it for this video. I just wanted to point some stuff out that maybe some other people look over or whatever. If you guys have anything to say about this series, please go ahead and comment. I'm liking this whole series, and I understand if some of you don't like it as much, but compared to a lot of other comic lines that are coming out right now, this has to be one of the best. it's really a favorite of mine, and certainly rekindled my love for Ninja Turtles as a whole. And if you want it recolored, there are some great custom painters out there. Go support them. All of them, a lot of them do great work. But yeah, that's all I have for this one. Please like, subscribe, follow, comment, or not, or dislike. I don't care. I just want to talk about cool toys and the comic books they come from. I really appreciate the support, and I really appreciate if you've stuck around until this moment. Have a good day, everyone. Go skate, play with toys, live life, have fun, laugh, you know. See ya.